Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about sexual or sex dreams and how to transmute that energy when you wake up. I've spoken about dream manipulations and energy harvesting in my previous videos. Now, one of the tools or one of the energy harvesting tools or attacks the nefarious ones use is dream manipulation and dream manipulation or sexual dreams through dream manipulation. Now, when we have sexual dreams or when we have sex in dreams, we feel good afterwards because the endorphins or the feel-good chemicals are released during sex, right? And also you feel good because you had sex. Although sex was happening in the dream, it is still connected to your body and the body function and also your subconscious mind, because whenever we have sex, the feel-good energy or the feel-good chemical is released, which then distresses you or relieves pain, and because of that we don't take these sexual dreams very seriously, especially when they happen on a spiritual plane. Because physically we feel good, so we don't really investigate how this is happening and why this is happening. The website that I have already mentioned in my previous videos, where these nefarious beings are using energy harvesting, different types of manipulation, mind control, and so forth, which was then, I will put the link in the description box. Sexual dreams are mostly also one of the avenues that they are using to harvest our energy. Now, when we wake up from those type of dreams, because I've experienced that in the past, and recently the Most High is really, or the Spirit, put it on my mind to put it out so that many people can hear about it and not just take it as it is you who is craving sex, and because you want to be intimate, and you are, because of that, your subconscious mind is making you or causing you to dream about sex. It is not like that. Whatever activity we are or we get involved in must be consensual. We have to agree to it. When we dream, especially when we are sleeping, we are in a state that we are relaxed and we don't have control over our body. And that's mostly when these nefarious ones start to manipulate our dream state and our bodies and so forth. So when you wake up from this dream, you go back into that dream state. You remember everything that has happened in that dream, and you recall that energy within you. You call back that essence, that energy of that feel good, that orgasm, or whatever you experienced during that dream stage. You call that back and you take charge of it, and you say this. You can use any other words that you are using as affirmation or empowerment when you call back your energy, or when you take charge of a situation or control of a situation. So then you will say, my sexual energy belongs to me. I call back all my sexual energy from all things, people, and places in this realm and throughout all dimensions, space, and times. I call back my sexual energy back to my cells and back to my body, purified, cleansed, empowered. My sexual energy has the power, the ability to destroy, to subdue, and to destroy every malicious and harmful energies, vibrations, and frequencies and attachments directed towards me in a sleeping or in a dream state or in an awakened state or conscious state. I am in control of my sexual energy. You take that energy ball, whatever, that sexual chemical, the feel-good essence, you take it, you envision it, and then you start to destroy the person, for example, because some of them will cause you or make you project sexual dreams that you so that you have sexual dreams with people that you know or even those whom you don't know. They will make you have sexual dreams with your family member or maybe your brother or your sister or your mother or your father. They will project sexual dreams of anything on you. So you take that essence, you take that chemical, that sexual energy that came from you or that stimulated you or that caused you to have orgasm. You take it and you feel that energy. And then you take a sovereign, you send the fire through you create a fireball with that chemical, that sexual orgasm, that orgasm energy. You form a ball of fire. And then you send it directly back to that person. Even if that person was your brother, your sister, your husband, or your wife, whatever it was, you send that energy to that vessel, back to that vessel. Because the shapeshifters are using the vessel or the images and the likeness or the form of our loved ones. So you send it back to them. Because your true brother or your father or your mother or your wife will not do something like that. So they will not be affected. You are sending that energy back to that nefarious entity or nefarious attachment or that nefarious vessel that was making love to you in a dream. So that's how you take charge of that sexual dreams that are being projected on you in your dream state. Form that energy ball. Feel that sexual energy, that orgasm. Form the fire ball with that energy and then send it back, because you will remember that essence of that being that was having sex with you. You will remember it, and then you send that fireball back to that essence or that form that was having sex with you. That's how you take charge, and then that's how you send back destruction onto that nefarious entity or energy or attachment that was trying to have sex with you in your dream state, because nobody should have sex with you without your consent, without you agreeing to it, whether it is in your awakened or conscious state or whether it is in your dream state. Nobody has the right to have sex with you. So we need to take charge even of our dreams, especially when we don't know how to take care of it or to take charge of it in a dream state. We need to do it in the awakened state, because we still have the power to call back that specific event. We can call it back and we take charge of it. It is not a lost case. No energy is lost. Energy doesn't get lost. We just learn to transform it, and we use it for our highest good, or we use it to work in our favor. So when those nefarious ones come in any form in your dreams, projecting different kinds of events or action or whatever things into our dreams, we call back that specific event from that dream. We take charge and we cancel and neutralize and we destroy them through our words and through the fire essence that we are. We destroy that specific action that they try to project into our lives. Especially when it comes to these sexual dreams. Do not feel good about a sexual dream, because that's a nefarious one having sex with you. They are harvesting your energy, and then they leave you lifeless or dry, because they are using your energy to feed on it. Do not allow it. Do not be ashamed when you have a sexual dream. Take charge of it when you wake up. And those and people that are already have mastered how to fight back in their dreams, they know how to take charge of that already. But those of us who are still weak in taking care, still awakening, those of us who are still awakening and who are now learning how to empower ourselves spiritually, and especially when we go into astral travel or dream state, we need to do that in our awakened state, because when we speak it, we are now storing that information or those words that we speak over that situation into our subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind will call it forth when it is needed or whenever a situation like that arises again in our sleep. So take charge of your sexual energy, whether it is a physical act that you are doing, even when you have physical sex, sex in your awakened or conscious state, you must take charge of your energy. Because as you are not all knowing, you do not know who the being is that you're having sex with. So some beings are vampires. Some beings are not. They are not supposed. We should not have sex with any and everybody. Just because we are looking at the outward appearance, we think that this being is human. But many beings that are among us right now are not human. And we are having sex with different kinds of beings because we do not want to adhere to the laws and the guidance of our spirit and to the norms and the rules of our creators. And because the society and the slave masters have given us so-called freedom of choice to choose whoever we want to have sex with. And we don't know this being because they are just camouflaged, or they have camouflaged themselves, or they have shape-shifted into a human body. We think that they are humans. They are not. That's why you need to be cautious of who you're having sex with. Be careful and take charge of your sexual energy, because your sexual energy is one of the powerful tools that will help you in your awakening or in your conscious lifestyle. So be careful. Take care of your sexual energy. Call it back. If you remember any sexual dream that you had, it doesn't matter how far back it is. Call back that energy, because that energy belongs to you, and what is yours will come back to you purified, empowered, back to you, and be reconciled and restored back to you. But you need to destroy that entity or that nefarious energy that is harvesting your essence, harvesting your energy. So that's all I wanted to say about the sexual energy or sexual dreams. It is not just you because you are craving sex, or it's not just you because you are single for a long time. No. That sexual energy is powerful. You store it within you. That's why we become spiritually very powerful, because of that sexual energy that is within us, that we don't just waste by having sex, but we are storing it up to empower us spiritually. That sexual energy helps us to create. And that's the same energy you use when you have sex to create. You are making a baby, for example. You use it to create, especially when we are conscious. We will use that sexual energy for a specific higher purpose when we are mating with our partners. When we have a higher conscious mind, we know how to transmute that sexual energy into whatever we desire for our partnership, for example. But nowadays, people are just wasting. The nefarious ones have watered down the very important aspects of our mating, of creation. It is not just sex and having babies that are not conscious, babies that will be enslaved by the nefarious ones again, and so on. So use your power to call back. Use your power to call back your energies. It doesn't matter, not just the sexual energy, any energy that you feel that you've lost, call it back, because it belongs to you. It will come back to you. Make it a conscious practice to call back your energy whenever you feel like that you are losing energy, your strength. Call back your energy. Call back. This is the message for today.